taste of this to see what this man is the devil, man. At one time, he was just a retarded brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He was just Esau. But then now it says that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that day, it says, as that day of Mashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahweh, all that orb that is worshipped, so that he as the power sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
That's why he has to talk, man. Don't take up. That's what you're like. Just keep on going. That's the devil right there. Look at that. Why you want to take a bunch of black?
Hey, but this will be the same guy that says he loves everybody.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But he don't do nothing but spew hate.
He's gonna go home and tell me.
He's a hypocrite.
Thank you, gentlemen. What kind of homosexual records men? Esau damn fake homosexual. You know what I'm saying?
But the whole earth is fighting against this damn nation of people, man. Because the son of perdition is being revealed, man.
That was spiritual.
That was spiritual.
Talking about it. Look what happened, man.
Like they're against life itself, man. Like you Edomites can't even be in the sun, man. You know? Like they're like, hey, like the scripture said, they're harbingers of death, man.
Yeah, man, you say anything about this decrepit society, somehow you're the hateful one. But who's been killing every damn body, man? Who's been going around destroying everything? You just see, us sitting here reading the Bible hasn't done anything to your life, man. But your institutions, your way of being has created a whole universe of pollution, man. Underneath your rulership, the earth is in the worst condition in the history of mankind.
That's right.
You're the problem, man.
Right.
We're not the problem, man.
Yep.
We're not spreading mass disease, pollution, rape, robbery, and murder. That's you so-called white people, man.
That's right, brother. Yeah.
Okay?
Creating earth. This dude got a machine called Heart where he just make earth. Why would you want to make an earthquake? Why would you want to make a freak storm? And he's pumping hot air into the atmosphere when the storm is agitated. I mean to agitate the hurricane, man. And this dude will pump hot air into the oxygen. I mean, he'll pump cool air on the lakefront and hot air into the atmosphere, man.
What was crazy?
To disturb the storm.
That same technology could be used to produce rainforests, man. They can create rain clouds and how the deserts are getting bigger, places that are being destroyed by drought, they can make it rain.
Yeah.
But would they do that?
Yeah, no.
Hell no.
But they'll cut down the rainforest, though.
Yeah.
Hey, let's cut this down.
It's called terraforming. Terraforming places.
Yeah, bro.
I got one for you, brother.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 24, verse 5. Verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore had the curse devoured the earth.
The whole planet Earth is under a curse because a wicked man is ruling. Like I always say, man, it's just true. All right.
Is there more on there?
Yes, a little more. Therefore had the curse devoured the earth.
Right.
And they that dwell therein are desolate.
Right. Yeah. No, go ahead.
Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned and few men left.
Yeah, I mean, you can't survive in an environment which is being depleted or desolated, right before your eyes. Literally, this globe is under a massive attack of erosion. Like you got chemtrails all in the sky, right? The water's completely polluted, right? So it's a biochemical warfare. It's flus, right? A psychological warfare, right? Spiritual warfare, Yet still, Jake roams around here as if he has no worry, he has no care. He's not concerned about himself. He's not concerned about his seed. All he wants to do is kiss the so-called white man's ass as much as he possibly can, thinking that that's gonna be his protection. Whereas we know what our protection is, man. That's your how by Shemi Awashada. That's our
back in Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. Came right back around. It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
That's right.
Okay.
That's why the scripture says in 2 Peter the 3rd chapter that the Most High, He's long suffering for the elect's sake, that the elect may be sealed, man. But if it weren't for the elect, man, the Lord would have been done away with this place, man. He would have put the spirit on Esau to just allow everything to be destroyed as we know it, man.
Yeah, like I said, I was going to pull it in Revelation, but I was just quoted. It said, hurt not the earth. Basically, until those men were sealed up.
Right.
You know? And that's why the Most High is hastening this World War III.
That's right.
Okay, so he can establish his righteous nation, man. You got something?
Not right now.
Michael. I got something?
I got something. This is Revelation 18, and I'll start at 4. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven.
Yeah, all these things that we're talking about, man, that wisdom and knowledge of really what's going on, the proper judgment that's coming out of the scripture, it's coming out, man. And it's going all across the four corners of the earth. Go ahead.
And the Most High hath remembered her iniquities.
See, the Most High, you said a 9/11, never forget. Well, the scripture says that the Heavenly Father ain't gonna forget either, man.
That's right.
He remembers all the wicked deeds of the children of men. Go ahead.
It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works.
Man, Babylon the Great is gonna be rewarded double. So the question should be, what is this Babylon the Great that the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter, is talking about?
Right.
Because it sounds like a terrible destruction in the last days. We here to tell you that this is Babylon the Great that Revelation is talking about.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, in the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously.
And you heard that when Trump went to the Davos. Trump just went to Davos. Now, Davos is a city in Switzerland where they had what's called the World Economic Forum. Now, at the World Economic Forum, they have that in every January. They've been conducting these meetings since the 70s, but the World Economic Forum named it in the late 80s. This is where all the top banking families, businessmen, actors, basically the people that make the world go around, they come together and make decisions on what they're going to do out on planet Earth. Now, Trump, he showed up at Davos and basically proclaimed how great America was and how everybody needs to come and basically buy into the American dream. Okay? So America is let it live deliciously, man. Okay? Go ahead.
So much torment and sorrow gives her, for she said in her heart, I sent a queen.
That's basically what Trump was proclaiming, man. We are the richest nation on the planet Earth. Look at our economy. Look how great we are. That's what Trump was proclaiming, man. And all these other nations was clapping. Okay, keep reading.
And it says, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
And that's what he's saying, man. We ain't gonna have sorrowful days here in America. We gonna go on and on. But we here to tell you, America ain't gonna go on and on, man.
That's right.
There's a terrible judgment prepared in the heavens for this place.
Right.
Keep reading.
It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire.
Everything's gonna be cut off.
Right.
Everything's gonna be cut off in that day. All right, and it's gonna culminate in these nations firing missiles on this place. Go ahead.
For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her.
All those nations who came underneath this this global world trade system, this capitalistic system that's dominating the planet Earth. Go ahead.
When they shall see the smoke of her burning,
When they see this place go down, read.
standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour thy judgment is come.
Now, that's how you know that Babylon is not a city, because it was ancient Babylon a single city? Absolutely not. It was an empire, man. It was a complete empire, man. This is that great city, so to speak. All right, this is that functioning, working entity that's basically ruling the nations. That's why the world stopped at Davos. See, they ain't never do that for nobody at Davos before, because there hasn't been a U.S. president that rolled up in Davos for 18 years. The last time a U.S. president went to Davos was back in the year 2000, man. And this is why we was telling you, bro. We understood that in 2001 when they went over there in Iraq and Afghanistan, that was the beginning of World War III. And basically Trump was announcing the economic shift that was getting ready to come, man. And it ain't gonna be good for America. It's not gonna be good for America, man. Let's keep reading that a little bit more.
This is back in Revelation 18 and 11. It says, "And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her."
Yeah, that's right.
They gonna weep and mourn. You know why? Because they export goods to America.
That's right.
America don't export shit out. And they know when you in a country like when I was in Korea, Air Jordans was like $7. So they not making no money off their people, but when they export it over here, they 200. So they know, hey, once America destroyed, hey, as they say down in Louisiana, hey, that old honey hole gonna be cut out, man.
That's right.
It's gonna be cut out.
Now Trump went over there to Switzerland. He went to the Davos meeting and proclaimed that we're gonna be America first, and talked about how they're gonna bring manufacturing back. And basically, how the U.S. now wants to begin creating goods. They want to bring down the U.S. dollar so they can start exporting goods, directly opposing these other nations like China, like Russia, like Iran, like India, like Pakistan, and all these other nations that are making so much money off of their exports. So now the U.S. is saying we're getting out of the import game and we're gonna get into the export game, and that goes against all the economic agreements that these other nations came into America with. That's why we was reading in Joel the 3rd chapter. They gon' beat them plowshares into spears and put them into swords, man. Because hey, you didn't say that, Jack. Hey.
They reneging, man.
So if you run the block, let's say you run the block, you make a deal with somebody, yo, okay, I'm gonna buy such and such from you every year, and then on the back end, you learn how to make the product. You start selling to other nations, so they stop buying the product that you made. You gonna be like, yo, bro, you coming in you messing up my money. Yeah, man. So that's what's happening. These nations are gonna start fighting over who's gonna control the global world trade industry. That's a kingdom. That's rulership. That's empires. That's war. That's
right.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's up for grabs, man.
Yes, absolutely.
They know America done lost his his poor.
Right.
So now China and Russia, they making their move, man. Like the brother say, hey.
They've been laid with thick clay. They've been laid with thick clay. The debt game is forcing America to go into a whole different way of industry. And these nations ain't gonna. That's why it says they're gonna bring a platonic proverb up against her. Okay.
Hey, Iran just made a move and joined allies with Russia, man. Recently, man. They just made allies with Russia, man. You know, so all the nations are confederate against them, man. Like the scriptures say, man.
It says Persia. It says Persia was gonna link up with Gog and Magog and all the inhabitants, man.
Hey, what it say? Them that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly.
Precepts to back up.
It's so
I was saying, this is Jeremiah 50 and verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is this is Jeremiah 50 and verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land and a great destruction.
It's the war.
How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Right, yeah, and I mean, a lot of that, as the brother was saying, starts with its economy, the lack of being able to buy more or sell more, because their industry, America really doesn't have anything to sell aside from lies. You know what I'm saying? Right, and weapons, but majority of those weapons, the technology in itself is
is already worldwide known. You know what I'm saying? Most people go to Germany, Russia. All of the foreign nations, they really have the most technology.
Yep.
But the point I really wanted to make was that the only thing America has, as far as to offer people, is artificial intelligence. You know, and the thing about it is that in itself is going to deplete their thought of what is called exporting, because you don't have anything to sell. Your cars suck, your clothes suck, your people suck. You know, as far as the only thing that America can possibly sell is lies, and those lies are the things in which these other nations across the globe are starting to realize. Your dollar sucks, your president sucks. This whole place is full of homosexuals. You know, if anything, Putin, right? Putin, all the rest of these other economic leaders are looking at America and saying, you know, has thou become weak as unto us? You know? So see, I just wanted to add that, brother.
Hey, man, just real quick. You got Trump, the president, and his wife was in porn, man. You don't think the nations look at that, man? When you go see these other nations and they bring their wives up, they're all, you know, docile looking and meek.
Right.
I can't remember where Trump Ivanka was at, but she was leaning over to sign something and her damn G-string was out, man.
Yeah.
Her ass is out, man. That's casting filth upon this place. It's not that golden cup as it used to be, man.
Right.
That's a symbol of America, man. But hey, to go with what the brother Bakwasha was saying, I have to agree with Max Kaiser because the American economy has been partly held up by drug sales. Opium and different drugs, that's what they export, you know? That's why they over there in Afghanistan. One of the reasons why they over there in Afghanistan.
The main reason, man.
Yeah.
We always talk about how poppy fields in Afghanistan grew over 600 to 800% when the U.S. came and took over Afghanistan, man.
Right.
You see, those opium cells were being eliminated until the U.S. came and commandeered those fields. Now it's flourishing. And you use opium to make all types of pharmaceutical drugs, by the way. Okay? And not only that, you got the U.S. that's real big into see the U.S. has tons of oil itself because this is underneath the bedrock in a lot of these places. There is a lot of oil, huge oil reserves and natural gas. But nobody wants to use the U.S. dollar. It's too expensive, man. And as they try to deplete or devalue the dollar, it's going to put a strain on this already debt-laden economy. And it's going to cause it to break, which is going to cause war between the people. Because as you get these people more and more frustrated, they're going to start, the real intent is going to go out, man. See, so-called white people act like they love you, man, because they comfortable. It's no problem, brother. But when they start feeling that the pains of an economic downturn, the irritation that they feel is going to start to come out, man. The lines are going to start to be drawn in the sand, man against man. But we already understand what the game is. We expect it, and we waiting for it.
Hey, that's exactly how it was when we went to the war. You know, before we left and went overseas, everybody was all patriotic. We're going to go over there. We're going to kick this guy's butt, us against them. You know, but when they got over there and the bombs started flying, you know what I'm saying? Everybody started getting agitated, man. Them horns came out, and then it was a lot of racial tension over there, man. Overseas, it was a lot of it was people that was getting promoted over Jake that wasn't passing their PT test. Jake was like, you can't even do 50 sit-ups, man. How can you tell me what? So it was like a lot of racial tension, man. You know, they had to call Jag in to call all the minority people in there to ask is it racism. Hey man, it's a lot of separation in the military too, man.
Right. Well, I mean, they showed a couple videos of what happened when the bombs started dropping and they had them damn crackers over there crying and shit. Oh my God, I don't know what's going on. But because deep in the hearts of all these Edomites, they really soft, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, without their weapon, without their blessing of the sword, man, hey, they're nothing. And really, as scripture says, man, they really counted as nothing regardless, you know?
Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man.
He got everybody held down underneath his way of being. But as we keep saying, we're starting to see the NATO allies decouple. We're seeing his global economic system decouple. All right, go ahead.
Neither keepeth at home.
Going to every other nation, putting his embassies up, putting his central banking systems up. Go ahead.
Who enlarges his desires as hell. And is as death.
He's as death, man. Every place that he goes, man, you see the way of life, the way of natural life, be reneged on. Okay, go ahead.
And cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
He gathereth unto himself all nations, and he heapeth unto himself all people. That Babylonian way. See that intent and that way, we read about that back in the book of Genesis, the 11th chapter. The same way that these Christians uplift, man. They want to tell you that there ain't no nations, that there ain't no peoples, we all one. And that's how you know they of Satan, man. Because they coming in the same spirit as Babal. Okay, go ahead.
And it says, shall not all these take up a proverb against him, and a taunting proverb, a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his.
These other nations gonna be woe unto you, destruction unto you that increases something that ain't yours, man. You went and took all the natural resources of Central and South America, North America. You went over to China and Japan, took all of their industries. The Middle East is a perpetual oil war zone, man. You decoupled India and made a caste system out of with the British. Africa is just completely destroyed, man. All the interiors of Africa, because of all these European nations that have invaded and made the tribes war against one another. So you going to take all the natural resources of all the people. So now the nations will turn around and say, woe unto you, destruction unto you. Like what we read in the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter. Go ahead.
It says, how long? And to him that ladeth himself
That
with
doomsday
thick,
clock is ticking.
that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Now we talk about that thick clay. What is that thick clay? Dead, abatya in the Hebrew. Okay, that's what he's done, man. That's why you see the debt burden on America over 20 trillion, man. Go ahead.
And it says, verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and await that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
That's why you see all these nations suddenly coming up against the West, man. North Korea, Iran, now Turkey. Former NATO allies are coming up against the U.S. and they're coming to reestablish themselves. And they're going to take a booty from America, man. What is booty? Booty is spoiled goods.
Right.
All right. What's and a woman is a form of booty. That's why she's called booty.
Yeah.
Because when you take over a nation, you don't kill women, do you?
Right.
You keep the women.
Right.
That's a cheap treasure. To build up the nation, man. You leave your soldiers. When you go to war, you don't take the women with you, do you? So if you go into another country and you take over everything, you gonna leave the hoes. You gonna take them. And now you're men of war. Here you go. There you go, brothers. The spoils of war. You know, they have a whole new home. They might not even go back. Okay?
Isaiah 33 and 1, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled. And dealt treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Now we always use this as an example of the U.S. and basically all of Europe and what they did to the Native Americans, man. You spoiled, but you wasn't spoiled, man. You were entreated righteously by the Native Americans. They showed you how to live, showed you how to make herbs, showed you how to build up, showed you how to weather the elements and everything like that. You know, you better, okay, I'm gonna make sure, brothers. I was like, I looked, I saw the camera, I looked, I was like, oh,
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
Right.
When you stop from spoiling, when you try to reestablish, that's what Trump is doing. He's trying to cease from spoiling. He went over to Davos and said, yo, we need to make new economic agreements that are fair, that are good for everyone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go don't listen to it, man. Because when you listen to Trump's speech, these scriptures pop out at you like, oh man, look at this, man. But now it's too late now. These other nations are already plotting what they gonna do.
Right.
Okay?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead,
And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
Yeah, man, and that's why you seeing Germany turning their back, France turning their back. These other 10 horn nations, and these other nations that are within the EU, that are within NATO, that are within the World Treaty Organization, they're turning their back on America, man. They're turning their back on the West.
Right.
Okay? They're gonna deal treacherously with you. And we gonna praise his holy name when that happens, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Isaiah 10 and 12. Wherefore it shall come to pass that when the Lord have performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria. And the glory of his high looks.
And the glory of his high looks, man. You see these proud Americans that walk around, especially the elite, man. These senators, these congressmen, these elite bankers, okay? The Most High is gonna perform a work on this. Is the modern Assyria. All right, this is that modern powerhouse that makes all the earth tremble. When America roll in, everybody take heed. The Most High is gonna work on this place, man, and bring it low. All through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Ba'Shem man.
Back in Habakkuk 2 and 8, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Because of men's blood.
And we read just in Isaiah the 10th chapter that he's going to do it in order to establish Zion.
Right.
That's what I wanted to pull in Micah 4:1. Go ahead.
It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood and for the violence of the land of the city and of all that dwell therein. Woe unto him that coveteth evil coveteth to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
So he's trying to establish himself. Right. He's coveted everybody else's stuff.
Right.
He's taking it and he's built up himself thinking that he ain't gonna be able to be touched.
Right, yeah.
Like what we read in Psalms, the 49th chapter and the 11th verse.
Right.
And it says that he feels like he's gonna go on
His house
forever.
will continue forever.
That's right, man. But with the Most High, he likes to build things up to make it to just to show his power in destroying it, man.
Yeah, that's the same thing he did to Pharaoh. Modern day Pharaoh being America as well.
That's right. That's right.
I got a precept for you, brother. It's Job chapter 20, verse 18.
That's right.
That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to its substance shall the restitution be.
Yeah, so he swallowed down all these natural resources and systems and ways, but he's not going to be able to hold on to it, man. Right. He's not going to be able to hold on to his global stronghold. He's going to vomit it up.
That's right.
It's just like you eat something, you eat, but you ate too much, man. So now your stomach is hurting. And you can't fight that. You can't fight that queasiness. You're going to have to hit that bathroom, man. And it's going to come up. Keep reading.
And he shall not rejoice therein, because he had oppressed and had forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away an house which he builded not.
He violently taken away a house which he builded not. He ain't gonna be able to enjoy it, man.
Right.
He's gonna. That's what's happening, man. Go ahead.
Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly.
His belly ain't quiet, man. It's turning over.
Rumbling.
You know, it's rumbling.
That's that transference you were talking about.
That's right. That's right. Because of unrighteous dealings and riches gotten by the sea, the kingdom is translated from one people unto another.
Right.
That's what we seeing, man. Go ahead.
He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his good.
So ain't no meat gonna be left, meaning everybody gonna see him vomit it up, man.
Yeah, right.
He's not gonna keep it within his belly. It's gonna be all out. You ain't gonna have to look. It's gonna be, he gonna give it all up, man.
Right.
It's gonna crash.
Right.
And you know, playtime in America is gonna be over real soon.
Real.
Man.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Go ahead.
In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
In the fullness of his sufficiency, when he done took that last bite, oh hell, he gonna be like, oh no. And it's gonna get ready to come back up, man. That's why you see in World War III being prepared. And it's not being prepared slowly. It's being prepared rapidly. And it's gonna catch all of you simple Americans by surprise. That's why the Lord talks about a thief in the night. It ain't gonna be a thief in the night if everybody know it.
That's right.
No, it's gonna come on to you unexpectedly, man, while you at Starbucks chilling.
That's right.
Okay.
Like you just said, it really went. World War III started when they went into Iraq.
That's right.
And these people don't even have no clue of that.
No
so
clue.
yeah, when Yahushua come back, man, that's the last thing they gonna be.
He gonna catch you off guard like they did on Bushwick when they was in the subway and they was like, where the people at? They caught their ass off guard. That's how it's gonna catch you off guard, man.
Yeah, that was a heavy
And then they walked up the stairs and dude got blew back.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
They went from 0 to 60 real quick.
Real quick.
Already.
Go ahead, Op.
In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
We look